All right, members, welcome back to the channel. So I want to post this before we do the live stream on Sunday. Let's just take a quick look at these levels. Let's just get a good bird's eye view on what we're looking at. Looking at NVIDIA here, we can see that we are in this consolidation zone right here in this 3-month channel. It has been consolidating right here from 114 all the way up to 123. We definitely have to be cautious here. The moves we're looking for is we just want to see, are we going to push higher up into this 123 resistance area, potentially reject, or are we going to make a move lower at the open on Monday and then confirm this 114 level and then push down? That's the first thing I'm looking for with NVIDIA. It has to get out of this zone. Nobody knows where it's going to go. You just have to let time play with it. Next, let's take a look at AVGO. AVGO is playing out with this very long consolidation right here, looking for this movement, but you cannot disregard that you have this resistance zone at $200 per share. You can see it when you're looking right here. $200 per share is easily potential rejection zone here. And if you zoom in just on the 1-month chart, you get a zoomed in view here, seeing it's just hovering this support line right here, and it's potentially going to sell off to about 180s. So what we're doing with this, same principle that we were with NVIDIA, we have to see where SMH is going to be trading into, but is it going to consolidate at this 200 and then reject? Or are we just going to start selling off down into it? Let's take a quick look at SMH. I just want to show you the SMH real quick. Looking here, we reviewed these levels on the last live stream. This is what we are looking for. We didn't get this move, but there is clear resistance at 233 to 235. So we need to see, is SMH going to get out of this consolidation pattern? We have to be patient. We have to wait, and waiting to see, are we going to pull back to 219 for a potential bounce here? Or are we going to next week make a move up higher, retest this 233 to 235 and either reject it or finally break above it and then make new highs? For that to happen, you're going to need news from NVIDIA, maybe Broadcom, bigger semiconductor stocks. You also have to look at Microsoft. Microsoft here is trading right here around this 390. It's finally broke above it, so it definitely looks interesting, but it looks very overbought right now. I just want to show you this RSI. Looking at this RSI here, you can see that it is 70 on the chart. So it's starting to look a little overextended. Definitely has more room to go up, but I just want you to be cautious if you're looking to go long on this. Looking at the 1 month here, you can see we've had plenty of rejection points around this point. Now, if it can get above this 392 and hold, we definitely have a potential move higher, but this has to be very cautious, looking for that move back to 400. That's where I would be looking at it right here. Can we get that move back to 400 and then rejection point? If you look at the overall NASDAQ and SMH, the semiconductors, it has been consolidating in this range. It just continuously in this zone right here. And when you look at year to date, it has done nothing but sell off. You do have buyers coming in, so I do think that these are potential buys if you have the long, the long view and you're able to hold. But we just have to see, is QQQ going to hold this level right here? If it pulls up above 485, consolidate above 485, and then bounce up. That's what you're really looking for with that move. You'll notice that most of these stocks are at that standstill right now. You'll look at Apple as well. It is basically consolidating with this resistance zone right here. So most of all of the big Mag 7 stocks are all hitting their previous support levels that broke. You had it in this section right here. You can see it right here. And then you can also see it right in this level right here. So it has been struggling at this 220 level. Apple, same thing, needs to get above, needs to reclaim this 220 level before we can start thinking about getting bullish. You just need to keep an eye out and make sure that the QQQs are maintaining above this 485 level if you're going to go long. MU is another interesting one. It has a lot of false breakouts. It just sold off again. It finally held its $100 level, and then it just reject really bad. So you just have to be cautious when you're holding these. They can easily turn on you. You can see the same thing with Tesla here. Looking at the 3-month, we are trading in a downtrend all the way down from basically 500 all the way down to 250, basically a 50% drop. You can see here we're consolidating here. Tesla needs to reclaim this $250 level. If it can reclaim that level, then we can get a push back higher into another resistance zone, which would be around $270 per share. That would be what you're looking for. We can consolidate above 250, push up into this 275 range. That's what we're looking at. We have to see what the overall market's going to do. Tesla was bullish the last couple of days, so it is proving that it is holding up, but I definitely would be cautious and just make sure it holds that 250 level.